Hey friends, it's your boy BigTCGFan coming at you with another video, and today we are going to continue our deck list series. And the deck I'm going to be sharing with you is my Star Trek The Next Generation Klingon deck. This deck is designed for the simple strategy of puking out ships and men and then just assaulting everything in sight, because that's the Klingon way. Kapla! So obviously we have our outpost. I've chosen 6 missions, although if I'm honest with you, I have no intention of ever completing them. The goal of the game is to wipe your opponent off the board and force them into submission. So that's what we're going to do, hopefully. Alright, so I have only 2 that are both space and planet, so I put them in there. If I had more, I would have put them in. So what we got is an even split. My goal here with the dilemmas is purely to kill and or stall my opponent's successful completion of missions long enough for me to build up my forces and annihilate him. So that's what you get. You'll notice everything is kill or stall. It says kill. This one's great. I wish I had 2 more of them. I would have put them in. Kill 1 member unless medical and security. Discard dilemma. Firestorm kills. Makes it stall. Kill. Kill. Yeah, you can see they're all like, oh, you got to kill, you got to do this or else they die. And that's the goal. Just kill, kill, kill. Oh, this is my favorite. So this one right here, you see how it's got, these 2 will go under the bottom. Or I'll mix them. So it's, you can't complete it unless you got 2 female members, and I got 2 of them. And I'll stack them with this. Yep, that's right. Send one as far away as possible. Send another one far away as possible. Oh, now you got to complete. You can't get past unless you got 2 female. So that's the goal. Pretty sweet. Alright, so we got dilemmas. These are space ones. Place aboard ships, infected, it'll kill, damage. Like I say, everything's damage or kill, damage, stall. Stall, you got to tow it. Unless medical present. 1 crew member's killed, can't move unless engineer. I liked it, so I put 3 in there. We got more stall. Ships sucked and destroyed. Yeah, you said I did. The only one that I didn't put under here, like placed on ships, got to do nothing but travel. This one's great. Ship is damaged unless science and navigation. And lastly, this. The only one that I didn't put in that I could have was a Borg ship, because I didn't want to risk it damaging my own ships in the process. All right, so let's get to the heart of the matter here with the deck. Obviously, one thing I need to do is be able to travel quickly. So I put 2 of this right in there, and then 2 of this. The goal is race, race, race. This is another interrupt. This one's meant to stall my opponent. It's just boop, ship gone for 2 turns. Then I got some counter spell. I got 3 of them that do different kinds of types of things. So that's useful. For me, a repetition, being able to pull stuff back. So I got plenty of these ones right here. I have 2 of them. And another stall strategy is to cut my opponent's hand down. So I've got 2 of those. I mean, you saw how effective it was when I was playing against Junie. This card is just ridiculous draw advantage, because the reason why is there's 1 card in the deck that I desperately need to get in play in order to make this effective strategy. So I got these 2 draws, and then I got his guy because he's great because he brings cards back. And then here's the most important card in the deck for me is a red alert. The goal is I can puke my whole hand out and have an armada of Klingons ready and willing to fight. Next, I added some guns just to make sure, you know, when we get into hand-to-hand combat, all my Klingons are pretty strong. Alright, so here we go. I did a nice mix of Klingons that allows them to be able to get past anything in case they do, while maintaining their raw numbers. So I've got several guys that are rare who have a multitude of different abilities. This guy I put in here purely because he's 15 strength. So it's pretty strong. Civilian, he's in here. He's 10 strength first off, but then also navigation and archaeology. And then what I did was for all of the main classes, officer, engineer, security, medical, I put 4 of each in there. This guy's great because he's an officer, but he's also security, so he counts as one of my security. Plus he's pretty strong. This guy's ridiculously strong, all sorts of abilities. That obviously I want Worf. All sorts of stuff going on here with great abilities, super strong. And I was like, oh, let's double up with a Governor Worf too. So I got every copy of Worf, I think. And these are the VIPs, but you see he counts as security, so I put him in as a security guy because all these security guys were boring otherwise. This one is an officer, but he's also an engineer, navigation. And then we got another engineer, this one with physics. And unfortunately, the engineers were thin picking, so I had to put 3 of him in. Wasn't very happy about it, but it is what it is. Same thing with medical. Most of the medicals didn't do much, whereas this neutral character has 3 abilities that were, her strength's kind of weak, but the fact that she's science and medical plus navigation and geology, she was a must. Next we got Divok. He's medical as well. He's the last, biology and youth, plus his strength is high. Then we move on to science. I got Dukoth with archaeology, and you'll see their strengths are generally okay. Exobiology scientist. Then we've got this guy right here, science, but he's got a good strength. Physics, astrophysics, treachery, and greed. Then we move on, last science guy, biology, archaeology, anthropology. See, I probably could go for the missions and do really well, actually, with all these things I got going on. Officers, this is just straight up an officer with navigation. I noticed navigation was sometimes an issue. Another one with navigation. These are officers, very useful. Leadership, navigation. Then we got honor, computer skill. He's just really strong, strength 9. Then we got Martok, whose abilities are all over the place. I got a foily one of him. Strength 9, honor, navigation. I don't have the talk, but he has leadership. And then lastly, Kern, brother of Worf, honor, computer skill, navigation, diplomacy, strength 8. So there's all of our Klingons. As you can see, it's a massive stack. And you'll note I had half the deck. This deck is the dilemmas and such because those have to be half. Next are my ships. Unfortunately, I was forced to use these 2 because their range weapons and shields were the highest of the scrub ones. Then I got some mercenary ships. My goal obviously is to make them as strong as possible. Here's my Huznok. Look at the weapons and shields are very strong. More the Hegta, the Vorkcha. I got 2 of them, 3 of them because they were the better ones with the excess guys here. The Vorn, you notice without the name here. Then we get to the big guys here that are really strong. The Machta, the Kova, the Bortas, and the Burak. So I got 15 ships. The goal is I should have several ships out, a huge army of guys. My plan is to follow the opponents, beat them down, and kill them. That's the singular strategy with this deck. In theory, I might be able to try missions, although I did not coordinate it all. I mean, I did look at the missions and make sure that I could, in theory, do them, although I prefer not to because they're Klingons and who cares about other stuff. So there you go. This is my Klingon Star Trek deck. So make sure you get a chance to like, subscribe, comment down below, share if you can. Peace out.